From 51st Dates. I lost my memory briefly for about 15 seconds, I'd say, which seemed like an eternity. And then I saw the styrofoam ball on TikTok, and it restored my memory. Like, I started remembering things again. Okay, so that's just a brief backstory, is what they would call it in role playing. Basically, just getting everybody else caught up to speed. Okay, so by moving more of my reactions to reflex, it has allowed me to move about 10 times faster than everybody else. You know, I reflexively, throw out quips or expressions now. They just come to mind. I just put them out there, and then I'm able to recall things even though I don't really care where I recall them from. I just recall them pretty accurately, like almost always accurately. If I have to think about it too much, I get real. I start getting confused as far as like nanotechnology goes. The research I was doing with that. I tried to explain it to Elon, but it did not. It didn't come out right. He thought I was using the Tide soap pods in the nano stuff, and I wasn't. You literally have to go back to my previous videos and watch through that stuff for the nanotechnology stuff. I can't. Okay? So it's not that I'm unable, it's just that it takes too much time. Since I'm micromanaging my time, I'm just trying to do what I want to do and have fun. I'm supposed to be playing. You know, I'm no longer working. You understand? I'm retired. I get to play, but playing and work is the same thing. I'm gonna say it again. DHS, CSD, you fucking told me that shit. When a kid is playing, it is like they are working. Well, guess what? I am playing, so therefore I am working. The same thing applies to me, as I am now retired and I'm no longer of the working class. Now I'm a second class citizen. Other role players will know exactly what I mean by that. It means that I am basically a woman in a man's world, except for it's backwards. And since I was raised by women, I am a woman on the inside, so I identify as a woman. And it may even be possible that there was a fuck up because I was born a preemie. So, yeah, certain things weren't properly done yet, if you can understand what I mean. Yeah, that I'm not gonna explain it. Okay, go back to my previous stuff and watch it. I don't really give a shit. Sorry about the language. That's what I'm saying. The more I have to think about it, the more angry I get because I know I already explained it. I already delved into it. I already took care of that. That's already done. I don't have time for it. Simply because I don't want to. I want to live on the moon. Okay, I have things I want to do, like riding on the Queen Elizabeth as the Going Marie. That has been a plan that's been in motion now for quite some time. It originally started decades ago with my original friends who I got back in contact with. Okay. It was our cruise ship idea that I came up with, along with the clothing line idea I came up with them. All right. We came up with many, many, many ideas together. I wrote them all down. You understand? So don't fucking bother me with stupid trivialities. I don't have time for it. Everything I do now, I do for my son and my future children. Okay? Period. It's to my son's benefit to do the same thing with his sisters because I took them under my wing and I can't just look, it's against my fucking religion to just say, no, fuck it, I can't teach them anymore. I have to abandon them. They're my fucking kids no matter what. They can't change it. I can't change it. They accepted it. I accepted it. I have to do it this way. I'm sitting in idle contemplative pose? No. I'm sitting in an idle professional pose, feet firmly planted on the ground, in front of me on the floor, with my hands clasped in my lap, staring at the screen, straight ahead, being completely and totally truthfully honest. Why? Because I cannot lie. That was the deal I had to make with myself when I started traveling the 3 distinctly different paths. I cannot lie. You understand? I cannot lie. I'm gonna say it again. I cannot fucking lie. Now, did I digress? Yeah, probably. So the more I forget about that stuff and just go off of reflex and just go off of my memory and not have to think about it, the more I'm able to do otherwise. So think of it as in martial arts. The more you put into muscle memory, the less you have to think about it. The more room you have in your brain for other activities as far as memory goes. I discovered a long time ago that I sort my memories different. I don't know if you do it the same. I don't know if everybody does it the same. I just know that I go through my daily activities before I go to sleep. I don't do it while I'm asleep. So that means I move memories, in theory, from my short-term to my long-term memory before I go to sleep. Now, I read in an article that when we are sleeping in REM sleep, what we are actually doing is running through what we did just beforehand in a virtual simulated environment in our brain. Great. I haven't had like actual dreams in like decades until recently, and you know what? Every time I did recollect a memory of a dream, it was usually a bad trial run or something. If you know what I mean, like in that virtual environment, I was. It became a nightmare, and they were always. It is always what I call it. What did I call it? Relationship issue nightmares. So basically, what I remember from like the first one was, I was talking with probably my first ex-wife in my dream, and then several such series of events happened, and then it forced me it forced me to wake up in a panic, not understanding what the hell just happened, because just a second before that I remember that everything was fine. So I guess that would be theoretically, I went through it once, and then I went through it again, and it had a completely different outcome, and it made me super scared. Okay, so as far as the memory issues, as far as short-term memory loss goes, I seem to be doing better. I basically just recall things much, much better now. As long as I don't have to think, I can just remember it through memory routines, memory improving, mental mind games. Not in a bad way. We evolved it on TikTok with the name game, or the name association game. Whenever I saw a name, this is how I remembered my friends. Whenever I saw a name, I would just spout out whatever name came along with it. Understand? And we came up with that on TikTok. As I was playing, I was not playing, I was actually on there looking for a wife, or my soulmate. Okay? My soulmate, my true love. I was looking for her. Okay? Get it now? Okay. So. Yeah, she found me. Yeah, you think I could give up? No, I could not give up Bella Porsche. I didn't say Bella Porsche. I said Bella Porsche. No. Shh, quiet. You're going to get me in trouble. I'm just telling myself. Name game. See, what else did I do? There's a lot more that I just can't remember right now, because I just don't want to, because it's taking too long. So that's another thing. If I don't think about it, I just know. I can just tell when you're fucking being a stupid turd. Sorry. Or just being difficult. or manipulative or literally just lying at me. Like lying at me. That was one of the things I came up with. I don't like being talked to. I do not like talk to you later. I like talk with you later, and I came up with that. That is another thing I came up with. I've come up with a lot of shit over the last, since 2023? It's 2025. It's been at least nigh on 3 years now. See, I had to think about that. Yeah, well, there are other things that come into consideration. I'm not going to explain them. No, I've already delved it. I've already dealt with it, and I've already said that. So this is about 11-minute video. This is probably my longest video on this particular topic. I have been doing various medical research studies.